Join me in this video as I head east for the first time on this West African adventure, following the curve in the continent's coastline as I leave Liberia behind and make my way to Ivory Coast. Along the way, I'll battle pothole-riddled roads, pass through vibrant villages, and get off the beaten path as I endure my final rough ride of the journey. This is your guide to traveling overland from Monrovia, Liberia to Cote D'Ivoire.
From Monrovia, Liberia. I'm in the back of a KK now, heading to the red light district, which sounds scandalous, but it's there that I'm going to be able to catch the minibuses or shared taxis going up to Ganta, which is about, say, 80 kilometers from the border with Cote D'Ivoire. So I was going to take a direct bus today from Monrovia all the way out to cities in Cote D'Ivoire like Man, but unfortunately, the bus did not get back to me via WhatsApp, so I had no idea what time it leaves, no information about it. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way now by heading to the border and figuring everything out step by step by step. But shouldn't be too bad. It's a 5-hour drive to the Cote d'Ivoire borders. Incredibly bad traffic this morning. It's rush hour. I should have left a lot earlier, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm so glad I'm not waiting in that traffic. The southbound traffic into Monrovia is just insane. Bumper to bumper for literally miles and miles. So I made it up here to the red light area, they call it. And I'm gonna get a shared taxi here to Ganta because I missed the bus. So see if I catch up to it, but unlikely. All right, thankfully I was able to find a shared taxi pretty quickly here to get up to Ganta. We're going to see if this actually works out to be about the same price as taking that bus that I missed. So I paid 15 US for the front seats. So I believe it's about half that for if you just want to, squeeze in with someone else in the front seat. But always worth paying for 2 seats if you're coming to Africa, unless you want to be crammed like sardines into the cars. Welcome to Ganta. Just pulled up here, so heading to the Ivory Coast shared taxis now. So there's a lot of motorbikes that are willing to take you to the border, but it's like 80 kilometers, and I'm not sitting on a bike for 80 kilometers, that's for sure. So we're gonna go find a shared cab here somewhere. Ganta is notable in that it's the crossroads, basically here in Liberia, so you can head north just a couple kilometers here, gets you to Guinea, or 80 kilometers east gets you to the Ivory Coast. So crossroads basically right here. A bustling little town though. Wow. Definitely busy here. So it'll be a little bit of a walk here, but it's crazy how close Guinea is to here. It's literally like a kilometer away. The southern border of the Forestier region. So come a long way. It's actually a pretty good dent in this trip now, reaching the Ivory Coast border here maybe in about just over an hour. Absolutely sweltering. I am just sweating bullets, but found a taxi going to the Ivory Coast border. It's pretty seamless. There's a lot of people willing to take you. Tons of motorbikes here as well. If you're willing to do a motorbike, I'm not, but that's also an option. It's also a lot quicker. Definitely chose comfort over speed, but I don't care at all. I like to, you know, be leisure here and sit and look out the window and not necessarily have to hold on to the driver for dear life going 100 on the highway. So I think I made the right choice, but heading to Ivory Coast. Arrived here at the Liberia side of the border, walking over to the immigration station now, but it's pretty seamless, about an hour and 20 minutes or so from Ganta with the stops. I just bought some water here for about 50 sefa per bag, so not expensive, about 10 cents. All right, passport control. All right, welcome to Ivory Coast, everybody. Just heading to the immigration post. Yeah, I see. Thank you. Voila. Yeah, merci beaucoup. So, I just met up with the bus that I actually missed this morning. So they kind of hung around here because they knew that I was needing a ride. So we negotiated a price. I paid 6,000 sefa to head to Ma, which looks like man in English, man basically, but it's called Ma here in Cote D'Ivoire. But 6,000 sefa basically, so not too bad, about $10 US for the ride out there, 3 hours. And this is the bus right here. So SDS, they run the route between Monrovia and Abidjan direct. So if I wanted to, I can go all the way to Abidjan right now, but I think I'm gonna break up the trip today in Ma. So this just started 2 weeks ago, but it travels directly between Monrovia and the capital of Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan. So pretty cool. One of the first passengers, and it's actually pretty comfortable, so not too bad at all. So nice to have air conditioning. My goodness, it's been such a hot day, so really lucked out that this bus was here and I didn't have to take the motorbike, because that's what I was up against. Literally 2 hours, probably, maybe an hour and a half by motorbike to the town of Danan, and then I would be able to find some shared taxi from there or whatever. So this is luxurious by comparison. I'm actually tempted not to stop in Man, so I don't know, we'll see. So this also marks the point in the trip, I suppose. When I left Monrovia, it was the first time now I'm heading east. So this whole trip from Morocco has been traveling south, predominantly south, and now it's going to be predominantly east. So kind of going along the curve of the south coast of West Africa. I don't really like the plastic covered seats because they're kind of sweaty, but what can you do, I guess. So it was about an hour wait, but looks like we're finally pulling out of the border station here. Should be about 3 hours to Man. All right, we've arrived in Danan. I think it's Danan, Ivory Coast. So still about maybe 2 hours to go, hour and a half to Ma. or man, if you're English. But pretty raucous. I guess they stop at pretty much every single little town here for a break. So I'm gonna try to get a SIM card top up while I'm here, but pretty nondescript little town. So this is Da Nang in all its glory, basically. It is a town with no paved roads, so it is really dusty here. As you can see, everything is kind of covered in this red mire. And across the road before I get hit by a car here. But so far no such luck to change any money here, unfortunately. But I really do want my SIM topped up, so I don't know exactly what to do here, but hopefully I'll find somewhere to change it. But yeah, nothing really to write home about in this little small dusty town. Success! I have topped up my cell phone, so changed some euros to get rid of them. I don't even know I had euros in my wallet, to be honest with you, so put some use to them, I guess. So slowly but surely we will make it to Mon tonight, and hopefully I can get a hotel there, an Airbnb. I'm not really willing to drive in Africa after dark, so that's one of my rules. I try not to, so Mon is the destination for this evening. So I'm pretty hungry, and you would be really hard-pressed to find any quality food in a town this small, of course. So fail-safe in Africa in general is canned sardines. They are shelf-stable. These are packed with nutrition and will keep you going pretty well until you find your next meal. So back to sardines we go. So it's probably not a good idea to let your phone die when you're arriving in Man. I don't know how it happened. I was at 10%, then I was at 0. So basically I got a cab as close as I remember the location of this place to be, but no use. So thankfully I found a hotel here that's helped me by letting me charge my phone and getting me on my way here, because I guess he knows where it is. So I'm gonna go check in. So this does happen from time to time where technology gets in the way of what otherwise would be a good trip, because this is an Airbnb. It's very, very hard to find without internet. Impossible, actually. So I'm so glad this actually worked out. It has been a very, very long day, and I'm going to be really glad to get into this Airbnb. All right, that was a bit of an ordeal, but it's about 10:30 p.m. and I've finally settled into my Airbnb, which is pretty spacious. You can see a nice big living room here with 2 couches and satellite television. And the bathroom is right over here, so everything is really clean and modern. They even have this LED mirror, shower stall, and the bedroom. So nice queen bed. Actually, I think that's a double, but it is what it is. Comfortable space, and this is a new build, they said, so kind of looks like that. Probably 10 years old, I'd say. Maybe a bit less, I don't know, but yeah, pretty comfortable. There's also a kitchen through here and so forth, and my own exit actually onto the street, so not bad. This was $62 Canadian, or about 45 USD, so not bad at all for what you get. Whole house.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click the bell icon to be notified when new episodes are posted. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.